Dear students, it is lecture number 2 on the chapter determinants. In the previous video, we have discussed the definition for determinant of a matrix, and also we have solved some of the examples to find out the value for the determinants of matrix of order 1 and 2. So in this session, we are going to discuss the determinant of a matrix of order 3 and also some of the examples. Let us go for the determinant of a matrix of order 3. So let us see here the determinant of a matrix of order 3 means it is 3 by 3 order, means which consists 3 rows and 3 columns, right? So determinant of order 3 can be determined by expressing it in terms of second order determinant. I will show that process. So there are 6 ways of expanding a determinant of order 3 corresponding to each of 3 rows R1, R2 and R3 and 3 columns C1, C2 and C3 giving the same value as shown below. I will show you here. Consider a determinant, so which is denoted by determinant of A, it is not modulus of A. So it is equal to determinant of A11, A12, A13 means these are the elements of the first row, A21, A22, A23 are the elements of second row, A31, A32, A33 are the elements of third row. So we can expand this one along R1. Already I have told you there are 6 ways to expand the determinant in means through any row or any column. So that I am going to expand this determinant along the R1. The moment we say R1 means we have the elements A11, A12, A13. Step 1. So consider the element A11 and which is multiplied with -1 to the power 1 plus 1. What it means? The super suffix of -1 indicates the sum of the first row and first column. So that we have taken here it is 1 plus 1 and which is multiplied with the deleting the first row and first column because that element present in the first row and first column. Therefore, delete that first row and first column. So, remaining determinant which can be multiplied with this whole term. So, that is A22, A23, A32, A33. So, which is the step 1. Go for the next step. The next element of R1 is A12. So, that which is present in the first row and second column. Therefore, we can consider A12 into the -1 whole to the power 1 plus 2 because that element present in the first row and second column. Therefore, the super suffix of -1 indicates the sum of the first row and second column, right, which is multiplied with a determinant which can be obtained by deleting the first row and second column. Therefore, we have that is determinant of A21, A23, A31, A33. And the step 3, here we have the third element in the R1 that is A13. Therefore, A13 which is multiplied with -1 to the power 1 plus 3 because the super suffix of -1 indicates the sum of the first row, third column. So, now determine that determinant which is by obtaining by delete the first row and third column. So, we have the determinant that is A21, A22, A31, A32. So, in the step 4, the determinant of A is the sum of all the terms obtained in the previous steps 1, 2 and 3. So, we can take this as the determinant of A which is exactly equal to -1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 into A11 into the determinant A22, A23, A32, A3. Next plus minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into A12, which is multiplied with the determinant A21, A23, A31, A33, plus next here minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 into A13 into the determinant A21, A22, A31, A32. So these are already we have taken 3 steps here. So we can take that sum for the finding the value of determinant of A. Now, so we can simplify this one. We have minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 is becomes 1. Minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 becomes here it is minus 1 only, because the power is odd, means it becomes again negative only, and minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 means it also becomes positive. Therefore this value is positive. So into that A11 into here the value of the determinant already we have discussed in the previous video to find out the value of a determinant of order 2. Therefore A22 into A33 minus A32 into A23. So that we have to take minus sign between these two terms. Next, plus into this minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 becomes it is minus 1. Therefore it becomes minus into A12 into the determinant. Here again we can find out the value by multiplying diagonal elements minus non-diagonal elements here, right? So A21 into A33 minus A31 into A23 plus minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3, which means that power is even, therefore it becomes positive only. So plus A13 into the determinant value is A21 into A32 minus A31 into A2. Therefore similarly we can expand it through any row or any column. So this is the value of the determinant. So this is the process how to find out the value of the determinant of order 3. So we will see some of the important notes. The first point is, for easier calculations we shall expand the determinant along that row or column which contains maximum number of zeros. So whenever there are maximum number of zeros in any row or any column, we can expand it along that row or column. Note 2, while expanding, instead of multiplying by minus 1 to the power I plus j, as we have seen in the previous expansion, we can multiply plus 1 or minus 1 according as I plus j is even or odd, which means whenever the power is I plus j even, though, so that this is multiplied by plus 1. Whenever the power of I plus j is odd, then we can multiply by minus 1. Or in simple way we can take the signs for all those elements in the determinant. When we evaluate the determinant, we always follow these symbols. For the first row we have the symbol plus, minus, plus. For the second row minus, plus, minus, and the third row plus, minus, plus. So these are the corresponding symbols or signs for the elements for which we have to consider instead of using the power I plus j for that minus 1. So that we can use these symbols for the calculations. Note 3, determinants can be evaluated through any row or any column. Already I have told you, we can expand the determinant along any row or any column, but all that gives the same value for the given determinant. So we will see one question. Evaluate the determinant 3 minus 1 minus 2, 0 0 minus 1, 3 minus 5 0. So we can expand it. So generally we are going to expand the determinant along R1 or first row. So that first row contains the elements 3 minus 1 minus 2. So that the determinant value is equal to, that is delta, we can take it as delta also. Delta is equal to, here we have to take the signs here, right? So that whenever we are going to expand it here, please remember students, when we evaluate the determinant, these signs will follow the elements. So that the R1 contains the first element 3, so which is having the plus sign, therefore we can take it as 3 into the determinant which is here taken by eliminating the first row and first column, so which contains 0, -1, -5, 0. It is the first step, right? Next, for the second element we have to take a minus sign. So already we have the element that is -1, so into the bracket of -1, so don't confuse with these signs here. And the determinant which is obtained by deleting that first row and second column, we have 0, -1, 3, 0. And the third element having the sign plus, so plus into the bracket of the third element is -2, therefore into the bracket of -2 into the determinant obtained by deleting its row and column, means the first row and third column, we have the determinant 0, 0, 3, -5. Now we can simplify this one. So 3 into the bracket of 0 into 0, 0, minus -5 into -1 is what here? 5. Therefore 0 -5 minus into -1 means it becomes +1, and into the bracket of 0 minus 3 into -1 is -3, so that it is 0 plus 3, because 0 minus of -3, it becomes 0 plus 3. Next, plus into -2 is -2 into the bracket of 0 minus 0. Right. Therefore, in the next step, we can take the simplification. 3 into -5 is -15. 1 into 3 is +3. And here it is 0 only, because -2 into 0. So it is 0. So remaining is -12. So this is the value of this determinant. So we shall expand the determinant through second row also, so that we will verify the value of that determinant whenever we are going to expand along some other rows. So that I am going to take here second row here. Let us consider the same determinant to verify. So the determinant contains the element 3, -1, -2, 0, 0, -1, and 3, -5, 0. So already I have told you, here I am going to take R2, so that we have the element 0, 0, -1, right? So we have to follow these symbols carefully. So value of this determinant, which is given as delta, is equal to, so here I am going to expand this along R2, right? So that the first element is 0, but the sign is what here? Minus. So that we can take -0 into the determinant is obtained by here deleting second row and first column, because that element which is present in the second row and first column, therefore determinant contains -1, -2, -5, 0. And the next element contains the sign plus, so that plus and the element is 0 into the determinant contains 3, -2, 3, 0. And the third element contains the sign minus, therefore minus that element is -1, right? So minus into the bracket of -1. So the determinant is getting by deleting its row and column, means the second row and third column. So we have the determinant that is 3, -1, 3, -5. So we can simplify this one. So -0 means it is 0 only, and after finding the value of this determinant, so multiply with this 0 means it is again here 0 only. And similarly for the second term also, if you multiply the value of this determinant to this 0, again it becomes 0 only. And next, minus into -1 means it is what here? Plus 1 into the bracket of 3 into minus 5 is that is minus 5, that is minus 15, and minus of 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So we have that is minus 15 plus 3, because minus 15 minus of minus 3 means it becomes plus 3. Right. So minus 15 plus 3 minus 12 into 1. Therefore, we have the value that is minus 12. So student, we have verified whenever we are going to expand any row along any row or any column, we will get the same value. Note, from the last two examples, it is very clear that determinant will remain the same, though it is expanded through R1 or R2. So, we will consider one more example. Evaluate the determinant contain the element 0, 1, 2, minus 1, 0, minus 3, minus 2, 3, 0. So, solution, already told you here, generally we are going to expand the determinant along R1 means first row. So, that first row contains the element 0, 1, 2, right. So, we have the element 0, 1, 2, and keep remember these signs here for evaluation. Now, the value of the determinant is equal to the first element 0, which has the sign plus here, right. So, plus 0 into here determinant, because we have to delete the first row and first column, right. So, that here 0 into the determinant 0 minus 3, 3, 0, and the next element contains the sign minus. So, that minus into 1 into the determinant minus 1 minus 3 minus 2, 0, plus the third element. For the third element we have the sign plus. So, that plus 2 into the determinant minus 1, 0, minus 2, 3. Now, we can do simplification. So, 0 into the determinant, again it is what here 0 only, and minus 1 into this determinant is minus 1 into 0 means it is 0, minus 2 into minus 3 is what here 6. So, that we have that is here 0 minus 6, and plus 2 into the determinant value is minus 1 into 3 is minus 3, minus 2 into 0 is 0. Therefore, we have minus 3 minus 0, and do the simplification. We have that is minus 1 into minus 6 is plus 6, and minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. Therefore, it is equal to 0, because 6 minus 6 is 0. So, that the value of this given determinant is 0. Student, if you observe this determinant, the principal diagonal elements are all 0 and rest of the elements are symmetrically situated. Symmetrically means here the same number but opposite in direction. Opposite in sign. Means minus 1 is here it is minus 2, but here it is plus 2, and it is 3, and it is minus 3, except these diagonal elements 0, 0, 0 are on the diagonal, but the remaining elements are symmetrically situated. The given determinant is a determinant of skew symmetric matrix of order 3. So, that it looks as skew symmetric matrix of order 3, hence the value of the determinant is 0. So, that we got one important point here. The determinant of the skew symmetric matrix of odd order is always equal to 0, because here the order is odd, means 3 is odd. So, that the determinant of order here odd, whenever that determinant is skew symmetric, then the value is always equal to 0. So, remember the students here, and in the next session I am going to discuss some more important points about this determinant chapter. In that I am going to discuss the properties of determinant one by one. There are some properties to evaluate the determinant. Using that property, we can expand the determinants very easily. So that we will discuss in the next video. Thank you, students.